Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is the Digital Asset Investor, and today I wanted to go over a little bit of what's been going on. I literally rolled over in the middle of the night last night, and I saw the prices of XRP had gone crazy. I think it went up as high as 73 cents or so. And before I get going on this video, I want to remind you that the whole thing that was going on with people trying to pump up the price of XRP, I don't think that's good for, first of all, it may not be legal, so I didn't get anywhere near it, but I don't think that it's something that's good for XRP or anybody involved in this. I think that this is XRP is a long-term investment, and shoot, it's long term because I've been here since 2013. I've been holding since 2013, and so I believe in XRP, but I don't believe in pump and dump situations. I think that it's a bad thing all the way around, and I hope that nobody, not too many people got hurt by what did go on, because the way it all panned out was that it, instead of going up, it went down. Now, I wanted to show you something along those lines, but also I wanted to put it in a little perspective. What you're looking at here is Coin Paprika, the return rates. Look at, even though things crashed, I think 8:30 this morning was when they were planning to do that thing, and then it crashed. It was up around 50-something cents, and it crashed, and right now it's at 41 cents. But look what XRP's done in 7 days, 30 days, and a quarter, and a year. You don't get those kind of return rate, and this is with an SEC lawsuit on you. You don't get those kind of return rates in the stock market, folks. Just doesn't happen too often. Now, what I wanted to show you, the interesting part of what happened today, I wanted to show you, I saw this from Digital Perspectives, which is Brad Combs. Give the guy a subscribe. This guy is really doing well. He's got almost 65,000 subscribers now for a reason, because he's good at what he does. But he brought this to my attention. This is Fiat Leak, and this is what the XRP markets across the world typically look like. Usually the volume is much greater than what you're looking at right here, but this is similar to what it normally looks like. At 8:30 this morning, when that scheme that everybody was all excited about was going on, this is what fiat market looked like. And it was almost, I don't know if it was intentional or if it was just because of the volumes, but all the exchanges around the world basically halted at that moment. Who knows what was going on. Now, Brad also brought to his audience's attention this tweet right here, which is what I think is dead on. This is Lee, SPQR Lee. Okay, I've been thinking about WSB, that's the Wall Street bets, and I'm suspicious. So is the Digital Asset Investor. Come on, we all know retail do not move markets. Now to the theory. Is this to usher in a global decentralized exchange that you cannot halt trading on or sell more stocks than the actual stock supply? And the other question is this for the purpose of making people say we have to tokenize stocks so that it's on the blockchain and you can't short more than the actual stock supply? So he makes a really good point here. Okay, I tweeted this out this morning, okay? This whole SEC lawsuit has my attention as I'm focused on it because it's fascinating how little sense all of this makes. And I tweeted this out. This is from Ripple's Freedom of Information Act letter that they sent, where they were requesting records. And they said in this, they said all communications with the Ethereum Foundation and or other relevant companies, including but not limited to Consensus. So they're asking for communications. I'm assuming emails. Well, I said if I were the Ripple attorney, I would include in this FOIA a request for all communications related to Ethereum between Chairman Clayton and any relevant investment Wall Street firms. I think that would be an interesting Freedom of Information Act request. Then I said this. This is from Clayton. Now, this is a letter from J. Clayton, 12/11/2017. Statement on cryptocurrencies and initial coin offerings. He outlines everything. He basically outlines initial coin offerings, and basically, in the video I showed you this weekend, he said that these initial coin offerings need to be registered with the SEC. So this is the tweet that I put out. This is from J. Clayton, 12/11/2017. The SEC came out on 6/14/2018. That was William Hinman in that video I showed this weekend, and said that Ethereum was a security but became a non-security. The SEC was working on crypto in 2014. If you don't believe me, just Google it. Google SEC 2014 crypto, and you will see plenty of things going on. The SEC was working on crypto in 2014 when Ethereum was founded. Why didn't they enforce securities law in 2014? In other words, Jay Clayton, as well as, and I'm going to show you a letter from Jay Clayton where he agrees, he sends to Coin Center where he agrees that Ethereum was a security and then became a non-security. So what that means is that sometime between 2014 when it issued its security, sometime between 2014 and 2018, when on June 14th, 2018, they said it had become a non-security. So my question is, why didn't they enforce securities law in that time period between 2014 and 2018 when they said it had turned itself into a non-security? Why did they not go in on Ethereum? And again, I'm not saying this because I think Ethereum is that they're doing something wrong. I'm saying this because there is no consistency. If you're going to say that if you're the SEC and you're going to say that Ethereum was founded as a security, your job is to enforce securities laws, is it not? Why did you not do your job and enforce securities law? You said it was a security in 2014, and for some time period from there until 2018. Why didn't you enforce? If that's true, why didn't you do your job? That's the question. So then you got this, and I saw this. This is a CoinDesk article, and I was asking if anybody had a copy of the letter. I later found the letter. This is from a CoinDesk article in March 2019. It says Congressman Ted Budd with industry advocacy group Coin Center asked for clarification on whether SEC Chairman Jay Clayton agreed with Hinman's remarks. The regulator has now responded by saying he agrees that the analysis of whether a digital asset is offered or sold as security is not static and does not strictly adhere to the instrument. Okay, so this is the actual letter from Jay Clayton to Coin Center, or maybe it was to Ted Budd, the House. So it says basically he's laying out all this stuff, and here at the end, this is Jay Clayton. He says, as these initiatives demonstrate, the Commission's efforts to address application of the federal securities laws to offer and sale of digital assets have not been limited to enforcement actions. Unfortunately, while some market participants have engaged with our staff constructively and in good faith with questions about the application of our federal securities laws, others have sought to prey on investors' excitement about cryptocurrencies and ICOs to commit fraud or other violations of security laws. The Division of Enforcement has brought a number of important cases in this area, and I've asked the division leaders to continue to police these markets. In other words, so here's my second question. My other question is, if you're here, Jay Clayton is commending. He's actually commending the the participants who have engaged with his staff constructively and in good faith, which Ripple has done longer than anyone. Ripple has been engaged with not just the SEC, but multiple regulators openly and talked about it for 8 years from the very beginning, constructively and in good faith. So the question is, if Jay Clayton admires that and that's the way he wants you to do it, then why would he turn around and as he leaves the SEC, file it? That's why I said yesterday, this whole thing reeks, is because that doesn't make any sense. If you're telling people to do what Ripple did, but then you're going to turn around and go after them, even though they did what you told them to do, what kind of sense does that make? That makes no sense. At a minimum, it's not acting in good faith. It's the SEC not acting in good faith at a minimum. At a maximum, it's worse. Much worse. Okay. At Dave6971 sent me this. Now, this is important to me. Now, unless Gene Simmons is just tweaking, which he could be, but Gene Simmons, for anybody that knows anything, he was one of the guys that formed the band back in the 60s and 70s, Kiss. Everybody loves Kiss. Well, but more importantly, Gene Simmons is one of the greatest business minds and marketers in the history of music. This guy created a marketing machine with Kiss. My point is that the guy is a genius, extremely intelligent. So if this is true that he is now, this part makes me think maybe he's joking, okay? But this, I think Gene Simmons is smart enough to have picked up on this. Who knows? Maybe he's listening to us. But this makes me think that I think this is important because this guy's literally one of the smartest people in the music industry, period. So if he's locked on, that's a good thing. But again, that could be just a tweet. Riz XRP sent me this. Bank XRP had put this out. Kuwait Finance House launches instant cross-border payments to KFH Turkey. Zero fee service available 24/7 using RippleNet. We've been covering these guys, I think, since about 2018. Now, Elon Musk was on a podcast or something last night, and I'm going to fast forward a little bit. They're asking him what his feelings are on Bitcoin now.
Get involved in Bitcoin for a long time, like from when it first just popped, it popped out there. And a friend of my bully, he actually had Bitcoin cake, a cake that was like had a big sort of Bitcoin symbol on it, and he fed me a slice of Bitcoin cake in 2013. So, I mean, clearly I should have at least bought some Bitcoin 8 years ago. Like, what more do people need to do? Like, Jesus, talk about being late. Talk about being late to the party. So I was a little slow on the uptake there. My apologies. But I think about it a fair bit, but I do at this point think Bitcoin is a good thing. So I am a supporter of Bitcoin. Like I said, I'm late to the party, but I am a supporter of Bitcoin. And I think Bitcoin is really on the verge of getting broad acceptance by sort of the conventional finance people, So, yeah, I think so. I don't have a strong opinion on other cryptocurrencies. I mean, occasionally I make jokes about Dogecoin, but they are really just meant to be jokes.
That confirms that. I said that the other day, that he's just tweaking social media, and all these dog coin people were probably mad, but that's the truth. He just admitted it right there.
But Dogecoin is made as a joke to make fun of cryptocurrencies.
There you go. Almost word for word what I said.
Obviously, but fate loves irony, and often, as a friend of mine says, the most ironic outcome is the most likely, or as I like to say, the most entertaining outcome.
Okay. All right, and I wanted to bring something to your attention. As long as we're talking about Elon Musk, my dad is fascinated by Elon Musk, and I've told you about my dad's channel. He's the official father of the Digital Asset Investor channel. He has this channel called CFTT TV. Now, his channel is not like my channel. It's not about strictly about cryptocurrencies or anything like that. He talks about anything, conspiracies, you name it. He'll talk about anything that he finds interesting at the time, and I watch his show because I find it interesting too. He may even be talking about UFOs on there, who knows. But anyway, in this, he's creating a series, is what he told me. He started it with like a background on Elon Musk. I'll show you just a little bit of it, but you need to go and watch this. Go give him a subscribe. Again, it's CFTT TV. Give him a subscribe and go watch this. Here's a clip from it.
By our game, Blast Star. Similar to Space Invaders, he called it a trivial game, but at the age of 12, the game earned him $500. Elon tried to open a video arcade near his high school with his brother and cousins. They got as far as signing a lease, setting contracts, and filling out forms at the city planning department. But their plans were ruined because they were too young and their parents refused to help. Musk says his dad flipped out. Musk started school a year early for his age. This was one of the reasons he was smaller than the other.
So anyway, my dad did a whole thing where he does the background on Elon Musk, and one of the things in that I saw, Elon Musk apparently his dad, what he said was that his dad was really abusive to him or whatever. My dad would have tickled my dad pink if I had shown some kind of entrepreneurial ship like that at the age of 12. he probably would have helped to fund the venture because he would be interested enough in my taking that kind of initiative from such an early age. So anyway, go watch this. I'm the digital asset investor, and that is the official father of the digital asset investor. This is I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and then go and subscribe and hit the like button on CFTT TV if you want to go learn more about Elon Musk. Thank you for